So you are actually here talking about your feeding journey, right? Yeah, tell me all about it.
Kind of long journey that a lot of parents go through, but she latched at the hospital, got her home, and then, she decided not to. So went from breastfeeding to pumping, now supplementing. It's just kind of the whole transition of figuring it out as a new mom.
Yeah, it's hard. I know for me that it was very hard in the beginning. Breastfeeding was, I would dread feeding because I'd be like crying, I'd have anxiety about it. It's a lot nobody warned you about that part.
Nobody warns. It's just like this assumed thing that the hard part is having the kid.
Yeah.
And then you just go home and you breastfeed them.
Yeah.
And I wish it were that easy, but I remember sitting on the nursery floor just bawling my eyes out, and she's bawling because she's hungry. And I remember the first time giving her a bottle, we had like someone come in and they kind of like shamed me for it, said I'd like ruined her life for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm a terrible mom. And then not being able to produce enough, so having to use formula, and that was a whole nother thing that people were like, how could you? But it's a huge part of parenting.
It really is. I would actually sometimes argue and say that it's worse than labor.
Oh,
in the
it seriously
beginning.
is. Because it's so emotional. I feel like as a mom, you feel like you need to provide for your child. And one of the most basic things with anatomy is being able to provide milk and breastfeed. And it's like your first big thing as a mom when you bring your baby home, and when you can't do it, it's devastating.
Sure.
You feel like you're failing your baby.
Totally. But you know what? At the end of the day, fed is best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people who say breast is best, I'm just like, okay.
Right.
You had it easy then.
Yeah, no,
but
definitely.
Fed is best. And then we went through all this research trying to figure out what formula, and literally across the board, everybody told us Enfamil. Yeah. And it was funny when this partnership came around, because it actually came around after everyone told us Enfamil. I was like, this is perfect. I love your product. Our baby loves your product. It's great for her. My pediatrician loves it. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and now she's thriving.
She's thriving.
Yeah, and you're thriving too, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure almost like now that you've figured it out, it's almost like a weight lifted off your shoulders.
It is, because you want them to be healthy. You want them to grow and be happy. And when you're trying to figure out what makes them happy, that transition's hard. But she's doing great.
Good. So tell me all about your partnership with Enfamil.
Yeah. So Enfamil Inspire is the formula that Drew uses, and it's what our pediatrician, our nurses, our friends and family really recommended for us. And it was the first one that I tried, and it just went well for her, and she took it really easy. But it's been awesome. We partnered with Enfamil just because they've been so good, not only as a product for our baby, but they've been really supportive for us, and they're supportive for families and moms. They just give a lot of information and help with all the craziness.